Shadi, what you think? Top mistakes that people can make in 2026.
Well, I wanted to do something. I actually put together a list of things that people should do.
Okay, I love it.
So yeah, because I think that that's important to kind of have some level of a blueprint. Biggest mistake I think is not having a plan. So with that being said, I put together 10 things I think everybody should do in 2026, and that's the first thing is put together a budget
Mm.
and few budgeting apps for you if you're interested. YNAB. You need a budget. Monarch Money, Rocket Money, Capital Money, every dollar, Pocket Guard, Good Budget, and Simplify by Quicken.
Mm.
So, I mean, you could. What I used to do is just pen and paper.
Yeah,
I
write it
think
out.
I think that that's the best way. But if you actually want some level of like digital help in it, those are all sites that you can use or apps that you can use for budgeting. That's the first thing. The second thing is to set up a systematic dollar cost averaging plan to invest every single month, especially if you're first starting out. So whether that's the 15th, usually it should be around the time you get paid. So if you get paid on the 12th, then try to do it on the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Set up a retirement account if you don't have one. And if you do have one, try to contribute more so you can benefit from the tax savings from that. Review all your beneficiaries. That's important.
That's a good one.
Not just life insurance, but also even like your bank account
Mm-hmm.
and brokerage account and anything that you have that's going to get passed on to somebody. Review the beneficiaries. Keep the beneficiaries updated because you never know. Commit to your education. I recommend one documentary a week and one book every 60 days.
That's dope.
So that would be that. I don't think that that's too hard to accomplish, especially you could listen to an audio book, but that average person, they said, doesn't read any books a year. And I think the average CEO reads like 2 books a month.
Yeah.
So if you start to really dedicate to one book every 60 days, that's 6 books a year. You're off to a good start. And like I said, the documentary, I think the documentaries, they just expand your horizon and have you think a little differently. And it's so many great documentaries that you can just find on YouTube and Netflix. So one documentary a week, one book every 60 days. Map out your goal for the next 12 months, but do it I think everybody should read the book 12-week year.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
You don't just map out your goal and just say, I want to make $100,000. I want to make $500,000. That's not really a goal. That's a wish. There's actually a systematic way to actually go about that. We broke this down at EY University, but that book actually explains it. How the purpose of the book is that you break the year into micro years.
Yeah.
And you have like goals, like weekly goals, bi-weekly goals that helps you get to the goal quicker. And then you actually have to list the action steps of how you're actually going to accomplish the goal. Because like I said, I'm going to make $500,000 a year. What does that really mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a goal. Like I said, that's a wish. You got to actually list out the actionable steps that you need to take to make $500,000 a year. Then you got to hold yourself accountable on a short-term basis, preferably weekly, to see if you're actually hitting those numbers or not. So everybody should commit to that.
Or have accountability partners in there.
Yeah, for sure. Commit to 2 travel trips this year for business and networking purposes solely. So vacation, I don't think should be a top priority. If you listen to a variety of different billionaires, a very common theme is that they said that they have not taken vacation in a long time. They didn't take a vacation for the first 20 years. Even now, like I don't really take too many vacations. We travel a lot, but it's for business.
Work first. Yep.
Map out of course, InvestFest should definitely be on your list, but map out where you're going to go this year because you got to get out your comfort zone. You got to get inspired and you got to meet new people, and traveling really does help accelerate your growth. So two business trips this year. Set a diet and workout plan. Vitally important. I think you should be working out at least 4 times a week, 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
And eating is just as important. Me, myself, I just stopped eating after 8 o'clock. You got to really be conscious of the food that you put in your body because it definitely plays a part in your productivity. Commit to 3 hours a day of earning more money. Now, this might be something that a lot of people might have some level of pushback, but if you want to change your life, sometimes you got to do drastic changes. And I'm not saying anything that I personally didn't do myself, but I feel like most people need to find ways to make more money. So it's only 3 ways. You either start a business, you get another job, or you invest in your education. And you're actually picking up a new skill, or you have a higher level of degree that's going to, either one of those things is going to require extra time out of your day. So like I said, I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to take at least 3 hours a day. To be completely honest, it's probably going to take more, but we'll start with that. You're going to have to commit at least 3 hours of your day over and above
learning something,
to work on your business, or actually just to get another job. But you got to make more money, because if you don't have the money, then you're not going to be able to invest. So that's a big one. Then the last thing is what you said before: try to limit your social media time to 1 hour a day max, because a lot of that is hindering your ability to grow because you're spending too much time on social media. So those are my 10 things that I would advise people to do for 2026 if you want to change your life business wise and make more money. You have to run an efficient operation.
I love the list. And even for you high earners, need a budget. Even for you high earners, you need to learn something else, because the way this economy is going, they're forcing everyone to be entrepreneurs. So whether you're in corporate or you're an entrepreneur, you're going to have to evolve and learn new skill sets. Like this is a new era of entrepreneurship that we're in now. You can't take that 80s style of playing basketball and use it now into the era that we're in.
I don't think you can take the 2020 style.
It's like 2 lifetimes almost.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the people and a lot of entrepreneurs that we saw step into the space. The game plan that they had during that pandemic, it doesn't exist anymore. So how do you adjust? How do you figure out a new way? A lot of people haven't figured out a new way, or they're in the process of trying to figure out how to do it, right? So and I know people will watch social media and oh, I'm aspiring to do that, or look at them, they've done that. A lot of them don't have a plan. They didn't have a budget, right? And so now it's like, how do I save myself from showing the people exactly I'm back to where I started, which is tough.
And I know they say you got to learn how to build a plane on the way down, but that's bullshit that they say to entrepreneurs to not give you real advice. You have to have the plan to make sure that the plane flies for a long period of time before you launch it.